Hey everybody, how you doing? This will be my first actual YouTube video and streaming. Um, since I was released from my ordeal yesterday, um, from suffering a severe allergy attack. Um, a lot of things have changed, or a lot of things have stayed the same, I guess, since I last talked to you, but things are getting worse and worse and they're progressing very, very, very quickly. And I noticed that the misdirection that we are experiencing is at an all-time high. Um, I'm feeling kind of weird right now because I'm just not getting out the hospital. And I meant to do this live video a long time ago, very long. Well, what? I think I was supposed to do this live stream on the 18th. My first live stream for YouTube. So we just gonna get into it. First of all, I went into what they call as what I want to call this analysis shock. Apparently, you go into analysis shock from peanuts, nuts, or some sort of food, or some sort of food allergy that you've had in the past, or maybe it just creeped up on you or something like that. But anyways, it's some sort of allergy that you have, and apparently. It's very serious. It's very deadly because it's my first time ever having an allergy attack like this. Okay, ever. So let's just make that clear. I never had an allergy attack. I never had to be hospitalized for an allergy attack, something like this. I am a asthmatic, but I play sports. I work out. I do all type of stuff in the gym. I hike. I do all this stuff. So therefore, asthma has never really been a problem lately for me because I try and stay in shape and I try and keep my breathing under control and whatnot because I know the worse off in shape you are, the worse off the asthma is. So okay, fast forward. Because I know a lot of you people want to know what happened to your first video. How come, we're just now seeing you now, and what happened? I put out a video up on Facebook when I let y'all know that I was in the hospital and stuff like that. And I showed y'all a little hospital room that they shot me to. It looked like a damn prison ward or something like that because there was no windows in that joint. Yeah, it's like you in the middle of. I was in the middle of the floor, but I wasn't with the floor or something like that. I can't explain it, but it was like a box in the middle of the floor, but there was no windows or nothing like that. All you could see was a nurse's station, and they could see you, and they could look directly into your room in case you get into duress or something like that, and they can look directly at you and make sure you okay or whatever. Anyways, you like a fish in a fishbowl or whatever. You got all these tubes and wires and all this stuff going off and they coming at you, checking on you every 5 seconds, making sure your pulse is okay, making sure you okay, making sure your heart rate's all right, giving me these shots and, making sure brother's cool and all that, which they did a good job. I appreciate that. But the thing I'm concerned about is because I started to talk about this situation that we are currently in, people, and I always said that I I'm in the right frame of mind. I'm not suicidal. I'm not trying to kill myself or anything like that. I'm not doing any of these things. Okay. I love life just like the next man or the woman. I like doing the things I do. So far I'm digging earth right about now, even though we're going through a lot as a people. So when I started speaking out on the truth about this gift, and those who have been following me know what I'm talking about when I mention the gift. When I started talking about this gift that they've been pushing out, and that this gift is actually not even working, a lot of strange shit has been happening, and a lot more things have getting more intense, and it's like they're coming after the people that are actually trying to open not only the public eye, but my people's eyes to the things that are going on out here. So when I started speaking up on these things, of the things that is happening, and the crack pipes in the neighborhoods, and they're gonna spend 30 million on the crack pipes, and now they trying to play it off like, oh, this ain't what we're talking about. We're talking about kit, crack pipe, whatever the fuck it is. It's the same motherfucking shit. They only give you what, a kit, a glass pipe, some Brillo, and what, a lighter, and tell you to go on and get some crack. And they gonna put 30 million in our communities to do some shit like that, which is all the way fucked up. Okay. So I started talking about that, and people opening people's eyes up to that. And then I was talking about the gift, that keeps on giving, the first gift, the second gift, the third gift, the fourth gift, they talking about giving you all this shit. And the shit ain't even working. And people are lined up around the fucking corner to get this shit, and the shit ain't even working. What the hell is that all about? How you gonna get some shit that don't even work? And they got all these stipulations on this shit about something about this stuff that don't even work. But people are lined up around the corner just to get this shit. That's some weirdo shit to me. So I'm getting on about that. But my life has changed because I think through this near death experience, it has woken the spirit within me to really start pushing out the truth. Because, like I said, I've never experienced anything like this. Analysis shock. Okay. And I guess you eat something and then your organs slowly start to shut down. And I don't know if anybody's allergic to peanuts or anything like that that's on here or whatever, you all let me know. But it's a horrible, horrible way to go. You start itching, you start breaking out in hives. I'm light skinned, so my skin starts turning all bright red, and then my lips started puffing up. Like in the movie Hitch. When you see Will Smith, he puffed up like a puffer fish. And, you start looking like that, and then the shit starts getting serious. So I could feel the tingling sensation in my mouth. I could feel my tongue swelling up. I tried to get some Benadryl because I wasn't really up on game. I didn't know what was happening to me because it's never happened to me before. And I knew something was wrong when I tried to take a sip of water, and I couldn't even swallow the water. And then when we tried to go to Walgreens and got the Benadryl, and I tried to swallow the Benadryl tablet, and anybody who knows anything about a Benadryl tablet, it's really, really small. So I tried to swallow the Benadryl tablet, and I couldn't even swallow that. Now that's when I started, kind of like, okay, panicking a little bit. Now, luckily, I've been taking martial arts for a long time, and you use breathing techniques, and you Learn how to calm yourself down. So, because if you panic, panic increases your heart rate and everything. Panic makes you not think straight. Panic makes you do all type of crazy things that are not normal, and then eventually is catastrophic. So I had to go into that mode where I had to use my techniques of calming myself down to get myself to some sort of help where I can survive this. Now, luckily, I was only a mile and a half from the emergency place. So by the time I got there, I was really in dire straits. Okay, I was doing bad. I couldn't even swallow my own spit. I'm drooling at the mouth, and stuff just leaking out my mouth. I'm looking really bad. Okay, and things is getting worse by the second. So they're rushing me up in there. They shoot me with one epinephrine shot, nothing. They shoot me with two, nothing. Then they say, okay, man, we got to hit him up with an epi drip. So they, trying to get the veins and everything and all that, which I showed you on the other video on Facebook or Instagram, whichever one. And you can see where I had two IVs going at the same time in each arm just to save my life. And also, they had paddles on me, the electrodes and everything to restart my heart. Electrodes everywhere. And we're trying to save this guy. So that, they're actually trying to save me. So it says my connection is unstable. Let's hope this keeps up. But anyways, my life has changed. And now I got to run around with EpiPen. Let me show you all this shit. Fucking EpiPen. An EpiPen, me? Like I said before in my other videos, like I was saying before, let me adjust myself, man. Like I was saying before, that now my life has changed because now I got to walk around with this EpiPen in case I eat some nuts or whatever triggered this allergic reaction. And like I said, these people in there, they saved my life. So my point is, and all this is that basically I've been dragging my heels and trying to put the word out about this, about how people need to wake up and see what's really going on out here. I've really been trying to step back and I don't want to get involved. I just want to do my thing and let things go and let the cards lay where they lay. But obviously that's not in the cards for me because I've got a rude awakening to get my ass out here and get my ass in front of this camera and tell y'all what's really going on. And what's really going on is we are at war. We are in a war and we don't even know we're in a war. We are in a battle and you don't even know that you're in a battle. It's like somebody has sucker punched us and we don't even know we got socked in the mouth. And we're trying to look around and see who got socked in the mouth because the person who socked us in the mouth ran off somewhere. So we're constantly getting sucker punched. We're constantly being hit with misdirection, where our thoughts need to be going and how we need to come together as a cohesive unit to combat this thing that these things and these hurdles that they are throwing at us at a rapid pace. You know, as a melanated race, black folks, you know, we tend to adapt to anything pretty quick. You know, we think quickly on our feet. We adapt really fast on our feet. We do things quickly. We think quickly. We think of ideas fast, and we think of how to do things easier. You know, if that's what's going to make our lives easier, we're going to think of a different way of how to do it and how to make it easier. That's what we do. You know, we're not going to do a whole bunch of grunt work. We're going to try and do the work as easy as possible, but as effective as possible. You know what I mean? That's what we do. That's what we do as a people. So while we're running around here talking about stuff that really doesn't matter, like Mr. Rogan or Jeff Rogan, whatever his name is. You know, I really didn't know until recently that this dude was a comedian. We was all upset about how he used the N-word and how he called people apes and all this other shit. You know, I'm in the thing with apes. I'm in the movie theater with apes, and you know, it's easier to get black girls, you know, in the bed than white girls, and because they're easy. You know, all this old dumb shit. That's misdirection, man. That doesn't matter. That shit doesn't matter. All that stuff, you know, with Whoopi Goldberg, how they treated that sister. It matters, but like I said before, we got to stick together on that. We need to protect our own. Nick Cannon. We need to stick together with Nick Cannon, regardless of how you think about it, regardless if you think he's a sellout, regardless of anything. We need to stick together and be very vibrant, just as they are vibrant when they come at us, when they attack us. We need to come at them with full force, just like they attack us, okay? Because obviously that's what they're doing to us. They're attacking us on all fronts, all ways, backwards, forwards, backwards, man. They trying to take our asses out. They killing motherfuckers at an alarming rate right now. They shot the brother up, Amir, while he was sleeping in his bed at his house with a no-knock warrant. And they shot that brother up. I mean, that was sad. You know, that was hard to watch that video as these SWAT team, military outfitted up and kicking in the door on a sleeping man that's sleeping in the couch. And they just shot that man up, man. I don't know how many times, but it was sickening. It was sickening. And they talking about, oh, because he had a gun in his hand. Well, he's in his own fucking house. He had a gun permit. He had all this other stuff. So you mean we can't be sleeping in our own house? We can't protect ourselves in our own house? So y'all can kick in the doors and start blasting right away? Is that what we're doing? I mean, it seems to be a lot of this shit that, you know, these motherfuckers can come through and start shooting up shit and then ask questions later. You know, dead man can't say shit. They can't be no witnesses. They can't tell you anything. They can't say, oh, well, this is what happened and this is what I try to do. No, it's a dead man and he's quiet, and it's the person that's alive and you telling your story. So that people need to be up in arms about that, because that's sad. And we got those 3 convictions of Ahmaud Arbery, which is nice. That's cool, you know, whatever. That's not gonna make up for all the shit that we've been going through all these years. It's not gonna make up for all the shit for 400 plus years of bullshit and lies and tyranny and our own Holocaust that we are living in right now, that they're trying to act like it's not happening. It's not doing anything for any of us. We are being hunted down. We are being exterminated by an alarming rate. They're trying to figure out how to kill us off more. and it's right in front of our face. I guess the gift didn't work. I guess the big C didn't wipe out enough people. I guess that wasn't the plan didn't go accordingly. And we need to wake up and see what's going on. We need to focus because we're being pushed in a corner. I want to keep my thoughts straight here, but we are being pushed in a corner. Inflation is going up, up, and up. Gas is like $6. I seen it from my own two eyes. In Las Vegas, gas is like $6.40 a gallon. Now imagine when gas gets up to, God forbid, gets up to $10 a gallon or $11 a gallon. And I'm talking about regular gas. Imagine if that shit happens. You guys gonna have to make a choice. I'm gonna need this gas to take the baby to school. I'm gonna need this gas to go to work. Or what am I gonna do? We're being pushed in this corner, man, and nobody sees it. All these handouts and I wouldn't say handouts, but shit, people need stuff because, like I said, they're forcing your hand. You either take the gift or you lose your job. You either take the gift or you can't pay your bills. I mean, what are we gonna do out here? What exactly are we gonna do out here? And as my people, and I'm gonna say black folks, because I can say, matter of fact, I can say whatever the fuck I want to say, because this is my goddamn channel. As black folks, we need to come together. We need to stop bullshitting. And we need to stop talking about one another as like we are public enemy number one to one another. We need to really get our shit together. We need to get our shit together fast because these people have had this plan together for years. For years. You hear me? For years. This ain't no just yesterday thing. This shit didn't just fall out the sky. This is organized. They got huge think tanks that think, what if this and what if that? But what if they do this and what if they do that? You know what I'm saying? Just like businesses. You sit in the room and y'all got about 25 people in there and they think ahead. They think about, well, what about this? And okay, what if they don't do this? What are we gonna do with this? They got these think tanks in heads that think about the outcomes. So they're trying to do the power of misdirection every corner that we turn. May it be in the Super Bowl, power of misdirection. Sat up there and watched that halftime show. It was cool, all right, whatever. However, but it's mighty funny that they needed nothing but black folks on there to save that fucking Super Bowl. Because we wasn't really supporting football too much, because of the Colin Kaepernick situation. Maybe he got paid, maybe he didn't, but I'm sure he got a little bit of compensation, but still, the fact is that's still misdirection. They need our revenue. They're trying to figure out how to generate revenue off of the black people without letting us know that they need us. So we need to wake up and see what's really going on, okay? You need to wake up. They are trying to figure out how to generate revenue off of our backs. They can't force us to be slaves anymore. So now they're trying to figure out how to make us voluntarily do some shit for them and offer us a little bit of money to shuck and jive and make them more richer and more powerful than what we need to be doing is thinking for ourselves and figure out how to do for ourselves and how to generate money for our communities to make our communities more stronger and more powerful. So when we speak as a community, they will listen. We need to stop all that kumbaya shit. We need to stop all that marching shit. We need to stop holding up fucking signs and all that old dumbass shit that we've been doing. That shit does not work. Okay? We need to infiltrate the system. We need to get spies up in the system or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? We need to have senators that talk and act like us. Not no sellout, not no fucking what I want to say, not a sellout, but a house Negro. We need somebody that's like us. We need a congressman that's from the streets like us. We need a congressman that's from the pavement. You need a senator that's from the pavement. You need your local congressman or senator that's in your neighborhood or that looks like us, that acts like us, that wants to be like us, that knows everything like us. That knows your grandma or grandpa that grew up in them streets. You know what I mean? That's the type of people we need up in there that will speak our voices to the masses. They'll project our voices to the masses, I should say. We are sleeping at the wheel, man, and we are getting hammered. Everybody's going in all these different directions, man. They seem to pull out a different stop each and every time. Every time we make traction of doing something for ourselves, all of a sudden we lose traction. All of a sudden they throw something over here, throw something over there to make us look this way when everything need to be focused on us. We need to be focused on ourselves. We need to be focused on how to make our community great. We need to be focusing on how to grow vegetables and whatnot. We need to be focused on getting prepared for what is coming our way because this inflation is not stopping. Okay? They already had a big deal about Citydale and the rest of these goddamn huge ass banks and investment firms that are actually raping the country for all the money, raping the stocks for all the money. Okay? Retailers that are investing in the stocks because, you know, that's what people did these days, you know, because we couldn't go to work. So everybody took that stimulus money and whatnot and invested in the stocks and looking for a great return or whatever, you know, but now we get up into it, you know, now they switch the game around. Now they want to switch the game around. Now they want to, you know, move the goalposts a little bit. You know, we start getting a little bit of money. Now they start raiding the pantries. And we need to be up on game. And they're telling us to your face, like, yeah, you know, we took a few $1 billion. Yeah, we know your investment don't mean shit to us. Yeah, we know they're too big to fail. Yeah, we'll handle it eventually. But at the same time, all these people are out there money. They're hard-earned money and things of that sort. And things are going to get bad. Things are going to get bad, and they're going to go from bad to worse, from worse to worser. You can sit up here and finger pop and think that everything is cool. Excuse me. Pardon me. But I'm here to tell you, things ain't cool. Things is not cool at all. They're treating our women like ladies of the night or whatever. They got them twerking. They got them doing all type of wild shit. They got them thinking that they don't really need a man in their life and all this other shit. They got them thinking all this other crazy shit. And then they got portraying our men as want to be gay. You know, we're not strong. You know, we can't take care of the household. Or they project us as we always want to beat our women down and do all type of crazy shit to them. And we can't take care of the house. We can't do anything right. You know, We got Mr. Charlie that has got to come in and save our asses all the fucking time. That's bullshit, man. You see it up on the TV all the time. You see it in the movies. You see all that shit. So you got to ask yourself, why are they doing that? Why are they doing all this stuff to make us look slow, make us look weak, always trying to make us look like we subservient? But in actuality, everything around this motherfucking country, okay, I don't care who the fuck this offends or whatever, we built this shit. We, black people, built this shit. The Moors, the Africans, are my descendants. We built this motherfucker, okay? From the almanac, from the North Star, from the Jim Beam, from the stoplights, from the light bulb, the various raises of peanuts and peanut butter and whatnot, the first open heart surgeries. If it wasn't for us, man, none of this shit would be here. We the ones that taught these motherfuckers how to wash their funky ass. To keep from, they were sleeping with animals back in the day. The animals and the people were sleeping in the same motherfucking bedrooms and all that shit back in the day. We had to come there and tell them, that's not cool, man. You can't do that. You can't sleep with animals and all that shit. You got to sleep over here. The animals got to sleep over here. We had to come there and tell their asses, wash your funky ass, man. You got to wash your ass. We had to do that. We taught them that shit. There's a lot of shit that people don't know that we did, the great contributions that we have done for this country. And if it wasn't for us, man, believe me, America wouldn't be standing here, right now. That's facts, okay? When they bombed Pearl Harbor, they didn't want the black people to fight the war. They didn't want the black folks to be out there getting behind the gun turns and getting down. They didn't want that. But when the shit hit the fan, they didn't give a fuck if you was black, green, purple, polka dotted. They didn't give a fuck. Get your ass up on that gun, man, and start blasting some shit up out the sky. They didn't care. World War II, Red Tails, I keep saying that again, you know what I'm saying? We had to come through and save the day again. They're always using us as a strong point. They're always using us as a weapon to keep on, well, I should say keep on, but keep America alive. Jesse Owens, remember him in the Olympics? Remember when Hitler thought that they had the most dominant race on the planet and all this shit, and he smoked their ass, and then he held up the fist and everything? He walked out. Hitler walked out because he was so pissed off. And now they're trying to take us out. Now they're trying to take me out. I've never, ever in my life had a fucking allergy reaction to anything. Okay? Let's make that clear. I've never, ever in my life had a allergic reaction that's going to start shutting down my organs. And basically, within minutes, if I wouldn't have got to the emergency room, I would be talking to you all right here today. I would be dead, okay? This carbonated body would be no longer existing. My energy will be somewhere else. And I just now started talking about this stuff. But the only thing is, when I start talking about this stuff, I start talking about facts. I'm not telling you to pray to Sky Daddy. I'm not telling you you need to, shake hands with everybody and all this other dumb shit. No, I'm telling you we need to save our own asses. That's what I'm saying. And we need to stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe, this misdirection shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a lot of great YouTubers, and I'm not going to mention no names, that are on here, and you guys got a fantastic message. I love it to death. However, this going back and forth and fighting amongst ourselves while Mr. Charlie sits back and is folding his arms and just laughing, and just sitting back like, we did it again. Look at these dumb motherfuckers. They fighting amongst themselves again. What can we do next? Okay, let's push this pawn over here. Let's move this queen over here. Let's move this bishop over here. Watch them clown again amongst themselves. Watch what I tell you. Yep, here they go. Look at them, stupid as hell. They keep going for the same old move every fucking time. Damn, I can't believe they went for that shit again. Well, let's see if they go for it one more time. And we keep going for the shit. We keep fighting amongst one another instead of coming together and trying to figure it out together, regardless of what and how you feel about that person at that time. Keep it amongst yourselves. Don't put the shit on YouTube. Don't put the shit on Instagram. Don't put your dirty laundry out there for everybody to see. Remember how grandmother and grandfather used to tell you, don't put your dirty laundry out there for everybody to see? Remember that? Well, this is the time. We need to be putting our dirty laundry out there for everybody to see. And I always use this other race as an example. When the Asian community does something, you don't hear about their shit. They shit ain't all televised. They shit ain't all on the Instagram. They ain't all on the YouTube. They ain't all talking about one another and all this other bullshit. You don't see none of that. At least I haven't. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody will correct me sometime later on in the comments or something like that to let me know that maybe I am absolutely wrong. But what I've seen, I haven't seen it. That's in-house. See, here we go. I get to talking about the truth. Now they start fucking with my connection. Now my shit's gonna start doing destabilizing and all this shit. When a motherfucker starts telling the truth, they don't want to hear it. They want to start fucking with it. Back in the day, this is what I said, man, when they first opened up this damn internet. What was it called? AOL. When AOL first came online, I said that was the beginning of the end. Because there's going to be too much free-flowing information and they're not going to be able to stop it. Now that all this free-flowing information is coming about in our faces live and direct, they can't stop it. They can't turn it off. We're sucking up all this information and we're knowing all these things all of a sudden because they sure enough wasn't teaching this shit up in school. They sure enough wasn't trying to teach you this after school. They sure enough wasn't trying to make this as a major requirement in college. All this stuff that they have kept hidden from us is now coming to the light. All this bullshit and bunny rabbits and Santa Clauses and fucking St. Patty's Day bullshit is coming to an end. They got to figure out a way to make more money off of us. 75%. I just throw that number out there, 75%. 75% of the players in the NFL are black. The number one watched sport in the world, next to soccer. And 75% of the entertainers that you see there are black. A multi-billion-dollar corporation, and what do we get? Pennies on the dollar. All we fit for is to run a basketball and throw a football and see how fast and how high we jump. But now we have outgrown that. Now we got this internet thing, and now it's educating a lot of people in the masses, and now they're trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure out how to generate some revenue off of our backs, just like these crack pipes in the motherfucking neighborhoods. $30 million for crack pipes in the neighborhoods. $30 million fucking dollars. That's a motherfucking insult. When you could take $30 million, you take $1 million, $1 million, take 30 neighborhoods throughout the country. There's 50 states in this fucking country, or 50, whatever. You got $30 million. You could take $1 million and put it in each community around there, and I bet you'll make a rapid change for success. But you want to spend $30 million to buy you a packet of Brillo, glass pipe, and whatever else is coming in the kit that they say maybe alcohol wipes or some bullshit that they're trying to name off. And what neighborhoods you think they come to? Yeah. The beat down neighborhoods is already beat down. They already sucked everything out of our fucking neighborhoods. They got every single nationality coming there making money off of our backs except for us. They have practically locked us out of everything. Liquor stores, we hardly don't own those. Neighborhood stores, we hardly don't own any of those. We're just now discovering that we need to be up on our financial literacy, which is very important for survival of our race. Credit scores, USC codes. We need to know our codes and whatnot, for our creditors. So when creditors call you up on the phone, you know what to say. There's stuff in the CARES Act right now that will stop creditors from calling you up because you're not supposed to be dinged on your credit until 2023. Nothing, if you're late on any payment right now, as of right now, because of the pandemic that we are in right now, your creditors are not supposed to ding your credit or put anything derogatory on your credit until 2023. It's mandated. It's in the law. It's in the CARES Act. Read up on it. So when them creditors call you up, you look up them laws, you look up them USC codes, okay? Look it up. Matter of fact, next time I get up on you, I'm gonna give you all the USC codes. So the next time the creditor calls, but that motherfucker say, you're on a recorded line right now, and is this Mr. Such and Such and blah, 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 blah. And you can say, yeah, you're on a recorded line also, and I'd like to talk to you about that. According to USC code, yada, 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 you're not supposed to be charging me or nothing like that until 2023. No derogatory marks are supposed to be on my credit because of the pandemic that we're in. Now they're going to shut the fuck up or they're going to hang up on you because it's happened to me already. They hang up on your ass because they know you're right. GMOs, genetically modified foods. Maybe that's what happened to me. I've been eating peanuts all my fucking life. I've been eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches all my fucking life. I eat trail mix. I eat that shit all the time. I eat nuts, berries, all that stuff all the fucking time. Never had a problem until I started speaking about the truth. And as soon as I started speaking about the motherfucking truth, what the fuck? Now I got to run around here with an epi fucking pen? The fuck kind of shit is that? Now all of a sudden I have to run around here with an epi pen in case something goes wrong. I never been allergic to eggs, anything, milk, whatever. Dogs, cats, and shit like that. Oh yeah, I get allergy attacks and stuff like that. Whatever, but it's nothing fatal. It's funny. We're in a battle and nobody want to admit that we're in a battle, myself included. We're in a situation that nobody wants to admit that we are in, myself included. We're in such a terrible state of, what I want to say, we're in such a disadvantaged state, and people are steadily taking advantage of us, and the writing is on the wall that it is so notorious, it's so diabolical, it's so crazy that we don't want to admit that it is actually happening. myself included. We want to sit there and just want to do your job and just go day to day and hope everything is fine. And it's not fine. Something big is on the way, something that's bigger than me, something that's bigger than you, something that the powers of be are trying to move forward this agenda. We won't even help the homeless. We won't even help the poor. We won't even help the unsheltered. You know why? Because we're afraid that if we hand out a dollar bill or something like that, not me, but most of us are afraid that we might catch something. Something might spread, or they might cough on us or something like that, or something like that. You're afraid to go and help the sick and the shut out. They are conditioning us to hate one another. They're conditioning us to be at each other's throats. They are conditioning us and moving us around like pawns to separate the masses. Now, am I afraid of separation? Not really. I think personally that we as Black people need to be separated. And I don't care if there's white people in here or whatnot, it don't matter. We as Black folks, we need to separate. We need to go and do our own thing. We need to grow our own food. We need to grow our own, raise our own cattle, raise our own chickens. We need to do our own vegetable, everything. We need to have our own hospitals. We need to have our own factories. We need to have our own stuff. Because at this point, as the powers are be are raiding and robbing and pillaging and just going for everything for themselves, and they're destroying everything that they touch, causing chaos wherever they stand, wherever they land. We need to separate. We need to stop letting them making money off of our backs. Then we need to stop letting them steal our ideas. We need to build our own everything. We need to take the little bit of money that we have, which is $1.7 trillion of spending power, and build up our own community, build up our own stuff. Take our money and buy our own land. We can do amazing things. Just us. Now, when we get done building up ourselves, and yeah, maybe we can come back out and say, hey, we can do a little bit of trading or bartering or something like that. But right now, we need to concentrate on us. Now I'm through with everybody get along. I'm through with trying to get along with the other races and all that other stuff. I'm through with all that. I will be cordial, but I'm not going to go out my way to be your fucking friend. Those days are over with. Because obviously we at the bottom of the fucking totem pole these days. So you need to wake up. Wake up. Wake up, my brothers and sisters. Wake up. Wake up. My sisters, while you sitting up there with your ass all out, twerking on the fucking screen, and you got Mr. Charlie over there jacking off in the background. Wake up. He's been doing that shit for years, ever since he's been kidnapping our sisters and brothers, all that shit. Where you think this shit came from? They've been loving our sisters. They've been loving the beautiful bodies and stuff like that. They've been loving the curvaceous women that we have. Men included. More muscular, more powerful. We do more things. We think. The military plans, the pincer moves and all that other shit. Where do you think that came from? It sure didn't come from Mr. Charlie, I'll tell you that. Famous battle moves, famous battles have been won by who? Us. fighting techniques and whatnot have been taught by who? Us. Look it up. Look it up. You ain't gotta take my word for it. Look it up. Look the shit up. Use your common sense, man. Let's start using our common sense about what's going on out here. Why is gas so high? Why are these people trying to produce something that's going on out here and they're fighting amongst each other? Because they're trying to figure it out on how to get us to support their bullshit. Now, if you guys are running around here right now scared, oh man, they might fire some nuclear weapons. They ain't gonna fire no fucking nuclear weapons, okay? That's not gonna happen. Nobody's throwing no nukes or anything around there. None of that shit. Two white people are going at it. One stays in Russia and one stays in America. There's two white boys going at it. They have a little tiff and whatever. They do start whatever. It is whatever. We need to step back and let y'all do your thing. Do it. Do your thing. But they ain't going. They're not going to fire no nuclear weapons, okay? So those of y'all who are scared about nuclear weapons, it's not going to happen. Because if they did, you got to think about this. If they fired a nuclear weapon over here now, use your common sense. This is where common sense comes in at, okay? They can't come over here and do shit. The land is tainted. The minerals are tainted. The food is tainted. Everything is tainted that shit touches. So therefore, it's not a resource no more. Use your common sense. They're not going to do all that. Conventional weapons, maybe. Guerrilla warfare, maybe. But nukes, it's not going to happen. So let's just take that out of the equation, period. Cyber attacks, for sure. Shit like that, yeah, that's coming down the pipeline. You know, they might start fucking with the water system or some other crazy ass shit like that. But nuclear, it's not going to happen. They think differently now. That's old school now. Nuclear is the last deterrent. That's just like, okay, everybody gonna die. Fuck it. If I can't have it, nobody can have it. That's that attitude right there. If they fuck off with some nuclear shit, okay? That's just how it's gonna be. But on some real shit, it's not going to happen, okay? So stop worrying. It's two white people getting pissed off at one another, trying to see who got the biggest dick and, you know, see who blinks first and all this other bullshit. And we sit up here watching like, oh shit, is going, oh, what he going to do? Oh, what Mr. Charlie going to do? Oh shit. Motherfuckers ain't going to do shit. Put some sanctions on one another, do some backdoor deals, you know? Shit gonna get through the pipeline. How you think all this dope get up here in America? Shit goes through the back door all day, every day. Come on, man. Use your common sense. Ain't nothing stopping. Shit might get a little bit more expensive, but ain't shit stopping. Gas is definitely gonna get sky high because they're gonna do a power move. America got enough gas. We got enough oil. Last time I checked, now I could be wrong, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, we have the biggest natural gas reserves in the world. So why is gas so high? Think about that. Why is everything getting so expensive? Because like I said before in this video, it's the powers that be. It's the motherfuckers, Ameritrade, Citadel, a couple other big time firms that are controlling the flow of money. They've been raiding the pantry, man. They've been raiding the pantry all these years. You guys are putting all your money in this shit, and they've been raiding and sucking it all out. And now they've been caught with their hand in the cookie jar. Now they gotta pay. And what that does, it makes us pay. We need to wake up. Wake up. They're trying to figure out how to get some revenue off of our backs. They're trying to figure it out. So they figured out they might try and do the crack pipe thing. Bring in the crack pipes, open the floodgates with the crack. The crack goes into the neighborhoods. Let me see. We arrest a whole bunch of new niggas. The new niggas go to jail. We get free labor. We influx with the prison systems that we are invested in. Let's see the prison systems. Okay, they're full right now. Everything's working. You know what I'm saying? We got free labor. They're building parks, schools, freeways. They're cleaning up the highways and shit. They're picking vegetables, cotton, whatever the fuck it is, for 15 cents an hour. All this other wild ass shit. Okay, we can generate some revenue that way. Okay. Yeah, okay, we got that. Now, what's the next thing that we could do? What's the next thing we do? Okay. Well, there's a little bit too many of them. Okay. Well, what do we do? Well, shit. You know, we can flood them with some weapons in their hood. You know what I'm saying? We can give them some automatic weapons and put some shit over here, hide some shit over here, and then we can go and do some raids and we can kill it for. Well, we tried that and that didn't quite work out too well. Yeah, but you know, we can get a few more off the streets. Okay, well, why don't we try and get them to fight one another a little bit more? And that's where infighting comes in at, that they've been doing with the misdirection, with the Whoopi Goldberg. We jumping all over Whoopi Goldberg with the Nick Cannon. We jumping on Nick Cannon. That's our boy, man. It doesn't matter how you feel about him. He's still black. See, ain't this some bullshit? Now my screen I'm froze because I'm talking too much truth. When a nigga get to talking too much motherfucking truth, that's when they want to slow this motherfucker down. Now I'm froze. Now it's somebody, your connection is unstable. Please wait. We are trying to reconnect. Ain't this some bullshit? But it says I'm live. My shit is still ticking. I'm still froze. Ain't this some shit? See, when they get to talking the truth, they want to stamp the truth. We gonna see. Your stream will stop immediately and you'll no longer be live. I'm gonna click not yet. I'm gonna see if this thing picks back up. I'm still frozen. Can anybody see? Anybody see me on there? Anybody see that this thing is still clicking? I don't know what's happening here. I know if I'm probably just looking at this screen and this thing is frozen solid. You know, got me looking at me and I'm looking at me. Wow. It's a lot of shit going on, man. I don't know if this thing is streaming or not, but I'm gonna end this right here and I'm gonna start another YouTube video in the real near future here. I guess I'm gonna have to do this with my phone because obviously they fucking with the logistics around here. So I'm gonna end this stream right here, and I don't know at the hour mark, and then I'm gonna come back to y'all and we're gonna really get into this. All right, now, peace and love, man. I'm out.